Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming back to join me. Today I have a very fun project. Today I am going to be showing you guys how I created my frame mirror wall art. And I used those pictures that I hauled from the thrift store haul. So this project is very inexpensive. I mean, if this is something that you want to recreate, like I said, check out your thrift stores and purchase your frames from there. That way you know that they're durable and you're not spending a whole lot of money. I'm going to be using in this project E6000, and then I purchased some of this Rustoleum Mirror Effect paint. So I've already taken the liberty of spray painting my frames off camera, just because I know everybody knows how to spray paint things. So I've already done that, and what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be spray painting the glass with this. This is my very first time using this. I am going to see how this turns out. Hopefully this turns out right. So you guys are going to watch me spray paint my glass. Now I've already cleaned the glasses off camera and they're dry, because the directions say that you are to let's see, preparations, you are to remove any water spots and other imperfections, because if you don't remove the imperfections when you spray this on, it will not cover up the imperfections. Let's see, clean glass thoroughly with glass cleaner or soap water using a lint-free cloth. Allow glass to dry completely before painting. Let's see, you can apply using very thin coats. Well, I'm sorry, let's see. Shake hand often during use. Make sure to apply paint to the reverse or opposite side of glass that will be displayed. Holding can upright 10 to 12 inches from the surface. Spray in a steady back and forth motion. Apply using very thin coats, allowing the paint to dry for 1 minute between coats. Apply up to 5 coats to achieve the desired mirrored effect. So I only bought one can, and this can was like $8.50. I'm hoping that this one can will allow me to at least do maybe 3 coats on each glass. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So I have my glass laid out here, and this is what it's looking out like so far. This is just one coat. Remember, it says you have to wait 1 minute in between coats, and to try to do, I think, like 5 coats to reach your desired look. So hopefully this can will at least give me at least 3 coats. If I can push for 5, I'm definitely going to try to push for 5, but hopefully you guys can see that. But this is what I have so far. So guys, we're going to wait that minute, and then we're going to apply another coat. Okay guys, we are going, it's been 1 minute, and now I'm going to go in with the second coat. Okay guys, I went in with the second coat. I'm going to let that dry for 1 minute, and then I'm going to go in and try to do at least maybe 2 more coats, and then I'll come back to you guys when we are ready to move on to our next step. Hi guys, I'm back. I have went over the glass with about 4 to 5 coats. Some of them, I believe, they did get 5 coats. And like the instructions said, you do have to make sure that you don't have any imperfections on the other side, because it will show through. So as you can see, I don't know, I guess I sprayed too close right there. I do have a little bit of drips, and they are a little fuzzy, but it's okay for this project. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move on with this project. You guys excuse my attire. This is what I'm looking like today. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go on with this project, and I'm going to talk you guys through it as we go along. Okay, so before I even get started doing anything else, what I want to do is, when I showed you guys the picture frames, I remember showing you guys the distressing on here. So what I want to do real quickly is I'm going to take the ones that I did spray paint close to that color, and I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to lightly distress those edges as well. Guys, when you're doing this project, you can of course critique it to your liking. You can have the picture frames whatever color you want. If you want to spray paint them in all different colors, you can do so. If you want to have them spray painted all the same colors, you can do so. If you don't want to add the mirror, you don't have to. This is just what I've done with this project. So, of course, with any DIY, you can always take it and critique it to your liking. This is just what I've come up with. And there we go. Now I have added some distressing in this one as well. And we think I'm happy with the distressing, and we are good to go. Okay guys, I'm back. Actually, I had two more picture frames. So I have another one this color. I'm just going to distress this one as well. If I can. If I can't, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now that we have our glass painted with the mirror effect spray, now we're going to put our frames back together. As if you had pictures in them, but instead we're just only putting the glasses in them. So I don't really have these glasses spread it out because I don't have a really big workspace, so bear with me guys. I'm just grabbing my glasses as I go and trying to make sure I'm placing them in the right picture frames. Okay, so yeah, so for the big one, this is what that came out looking like. It's not really too bad for this project because it's not like we're using this for an actual looking mirror. This is just going to be a art piece. So yeah, so I'm going to place, uh-oh, am I doing the wrong side? Yeah. So I'm going to place that back into my frame to put our cardboard back in as well. That also helps hold everything where we want it. Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside. So now it's back into the frame that I have painted. Okay guys, sorry, I'm back. I ran into a little dilemma, trial and error. I realized, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I realized that I had actually spray painted one side, the wrong side of my frame. So I had to go back down and spray paint the frame and give it a little time to dry. So now I'm back. But while it was drying, I went on ahead, just to make this video even shorter, I went on ahead and put together my frames, put the glasses back in, all of the ones except for this one. I'm going to place this one back in. So while I'm doing this, one thing I can tell you that I'm not too happy about the spray paint. I don't know if I didn't give the mirrors a good wipe. I mean, because I wiped them down with Windex as well as alcohol just to get those little hard to get spots off, like the sticky tape and all of that, but that didn't seem to do the trick, I'm assuming. So there's imperfections, but I'm hoping because of this project that you guys won't really see it. So we put together all of that. Now it's time. Oh, and let me tell you guys one more thing. So some of the picture frames you may purchase may have these little things on the back. Just go ahead, if you have some needle nose pliers or some pliers, and pry them off, because you don't want those in the way or sticking out. So now on to the fun part. And what you're going to need for the fun part is some of these clips. I went out when I was doing my dresser set. I went out and purchased some of these clamps. I mean, they sell them at Home Depot and Lowe's as well, I believe. So you're going to need some of these clamps, and I'm going to be using my E6000 glue. You probably could use hot glue for this project, but because of the weight I believe that this will end up being, I just feel more comfortable with using my E6000 glue. So with the E6000 glue, first we want to start with our biggest piece. And before you start gluing, you want to get the shape that you want to have. I hope you guys are seeing this. Okay, there we go. You want to get the shape, or you want to, it's almost like a wall, just like a wall collage, how you want to kind of start first with the wall collage. And see, this glue didn't really stick, so I'm just going to go in with my hot glue gun here. And this is the one. So yeah, no biggie. Just go in with my hot glue. Oh, that's a clamp that I need. Okay. Okay, so you want to kind of figure out where you want to place your frames. You want to figure out where you want to place your frames. Hopefully this is a better angle at what I am doing. So like I said before you actually start gluing, you want to figure out exactly how you want to place. You want to figure out exactly how you want your frames to be placed on your big piece. So like I said, this is like a collage, almost like you would do for your wall collage. So you just want to kind of play around and decide exactly where you would actually place your frames for this. And I think this is where I want to place mine. So once you figure out exactly where you want to place it, now is where your E6000 comes into place. Okay? And your clamps as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with, oh no. Oh no. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start with gluing my first piece here. And I'm also going to grab a marker just to kind of mark where the glue needs to be. So I got a marker so that I can glue where where my glue needs to be, or where my glue is going to stop at. Okay? So now I'm going to go in with my E6000. I'm going to go in with my E6000, and I'm going to do it on the actual the base piece is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Going in with my base piece. And I want to overlap the mirror. So it's not really even, because I want this to just kind of have somewhat of a different look. And then now it's where we're going to go in with our clamps. And I'm going to clamp my first piece while it's drying. Hold on, I'm getting happy. Okay? On each end. This is where you're going to be clamping the two pieces together to ensure that that glue really sticks and really dries. Okay? Now I'm going to go in with my next piece and glue that one where I want that one. No, we're going to, so like I said, before you start gluing, this is where you want to figure out how you want your pieces to be. So that's what you see me doing here. It's just figuring out where I want my next pieces to be. I think I actually want this one to come out like this. And then I'm going to do gold on this side. And let's take this one over here. And this one over here. And then this one here. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going in with my next piece again and my marker, and I'm going to mark where I think I'm happy, where my spot is. Okay. So I'm placing some weight on it. Just on those right there. But I only have 2 more pieces to go. placing this frame right here in the middle. I want to try to get it in the middle anyway. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to put it right here on the frame. Just like so, all around the back side of that frame. And then I'm going to place it, but before I set it down, let me make sure it's where I want it. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. Everything doesn't have to be lined up because this is your artwork. So I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like while we're drying. You guys can see that it looks like a mess. It looks like you're running through your photo album and you are wanting to put pictures in your picture frame. I'm going to give it the 24 hours to dry. I'm just going to let this mess sit just like this, and then tomorrow I'll come back with the finished look. So I'll be back, guys. Hi guys, we are back and this is the finished result. We have our framed mirror wall art hanging up on the wall, and I think that's really cute. I think it's really cute the way it turned out. It's not perfect, like I said, as far as the painting came out. It could have been a little bit more clear. Like I said, next time I'll be sure to make sure maybe I have it laying the other way on, or use a lint cloth. I don't know, but I really like the way it came out. This project was very inexpensive. If you guys decide to try this project, tag me and let me know. You know, you can always do something different to it, put your own twist to it, maybe change the shape of this, maybe have them going in a diamond shape or something. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. I appreciate you guys' time. I thank you so much for tuning in. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Like, share, comment. And I have another video coming up not long after this one, so come back for that. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. God bless.